Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and 6. Now Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escapes the sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Love looking to throw it. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 29 yards. And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Right. Loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Returning it, Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this at the 16-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
54, Mike. Check.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know their defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! That's caught. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there, Rodgers to Cobb. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, sometimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet.
To throw is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. But that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike, check.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And going deep for Hill. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much. Who loses this game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.